Tacoma honors 9/11. Fort Nisqually celebrates 90 years of history, and a honking good time comes to Tacoma. These stories and more on Tacoma Report. Hi, I'm Laura Proctor. Andy Foster is out, but we'll be back for our next show. The city's budget development process is underway, with expenses projected to exceed revenues, especially in the general fund. City Manager Elizabeth Pauley will present an overview of the 2025-2026 proposed biennial budget at the study session on October 1st. Then, from October 8th to October 29th, each study session will feature presentations from city departments that delve into how the proposed budget impacts the City Council's priority areas. To participate and stay informed, join the City Council study sessions every Tuesday at noon, either in person at the Tacoma Municipal Building, on TV Tacoma, or online via Facebook and Zoom. For more information, visit the city's website. Though the events took place miles away, the impact was felt deeply across the entire country, including here in Tacoma. September 11th, Tacoma Fire, police, city employees, and community gathered to remember and honor the legacy and bravery of those who laid down their lives in service and sacrifice 23 years ago.
Those in the fire service understand, perhaps more than most, the courage it takes to run toward danger when others flee. On September 11th, Tacoma Fire Department reflected on that bravery and the ultimate sacrifice so many made in the line of duty.
Good morning. Thank you for being here today as we honor and remember 9/11. It is hard to believe that it's actually been 23 years since the deadliest attack on American soil. Year after year, without fail, we gather here at Tacoma's Firefighter Memorial to pay our respects. Never forget. What does that mean to you?
Each year, the Tacoma Fire Department holds a special remembrance ceremony to honor the brave men and women who lost their lives on September 11th, 2001. It's a moment for our community to come together in reflection and gratitude.
Never forgetting means different things to different people. Numerous citizens choose to attend ceremonies or observances such as this one today, while many people quietly pause, reflect, and remember.
The Tacoma Fire Department remembers these heroes with reverence, reminding us of the courage, dedication, and selflessness of firefighters across the nation who put their lives on the line every day to protect their communities.
Arms.
The ceremony not only honors those lost, but also reaffirms our commitment to standing united as a community in the face of adversity. We will never forget. The Tacoma Fire Department, standing strong, together, always remembering.
Nominations are now open for the 36th Annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Service Awards. The city's Events and Recognitions Committee is seeking nominees for the Lifetime Service Award and the Emerging Leader Award, celebrating outstanding community contributions. The nomination deadline is October 28th. Nominate individuals, groups, or organizations that reflect Dr. King's legacy of hope, healing, and sustainable peace. For more details and to submit your nomination, visit the Tacoma Venues and Events site. Then, mark your calendars for the event at the Greater Tacoma Convention Center in January 2025 that will honor these community members who are making a meaningful difference. In June, the city launched its first ever Economic Development Business Climate Survey in partnership with the Tacoma Pierce County Chamber of Commerce and EMC Research. The valuable insights gathered from this survey will help inform City Council and economic development priorities for 2025.
Our primary objective with the survey, with the Chamber partnering with the city, was to get wide, comprehensive data from our business community to better inform our policies, our programs, and our work that we do for and in economic development to ensure that it's truly centered in the business community, what the business community needs, what the business community wants right now, so that we can be as responsive as possible to what those needs are.
The survey identified safety, cleanliness, and the cost of doing business as the most crucial factors in selecting a business location. It highlighted the importance of timely communication in keeping the business community informed.
Those are challenges that the city and the chamber can partner on to hopefully, help make it a little bit easier for businesses to be successful here in Tacoma, which is what it's all about.
To view the full survey results, visit the Tacoma Pierce County Chamber website. September is National Emergency Preparedness Month. It's important to inform viewers and citizens about the steps you can take to ensure you are ready for any potential emergency. Here's a clear message you could communicate to them.
City of Tacoma Fire Department and City of Tacoma Emergency Management want you to be prepared. The first thing you can do is make a plan. Make a communication plan with your family and make sure you understand where your connection points will be. Also, make sure you know where you can exit your home in the event of an emergency. The other thing you want to do is build a kit to last at least 72 hours. The next thing you can do is get involved in your community. Have your community members work together to understand how you can help each other during a disaster. Make sure you're staying informed. You can sign up for emergency alerts at www.cityoftacoma.org/Tacoma Alert so you can stay up to date on all emergencies that are impacting your community. Finally, and most importantly, make sure you are practicing your plan. Make sure you use those exit routes and make sure you're understanding those evacuation routes so that you can get to safety as soon as possible. Make sure you stay safe and that you are also prepared.
This month, encourage everyone to take small steps now so they are ready when it matters most. Preparedness saves lives and keeps our communities resilient. After the break, I'll be back with organizers of Green Tacoma Day and our community. Don't go away. Green Tacoma Day is coming up and is a great opportunity for the community to work together to spruce up local green spaces. Natural Resources Analyst Lizzie Materi and Executive Director of the Tacoma Tree Foundation, Lyle Wise, are here today to talk about all the ways to get involved in this year's event. Lowell and Lizzie, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome. So Lizzie, I'm going to start with you. Can you tell our viewers what is Green Tacoma Day and when is it taking place?
Yeah, so Green Tacoma Day is this annual day of service where the community gets together and volunteers in some of our treasured green spaces all throughout the city. And this year we have 11 different organizations hosting 13 sites that people can volunteer at. Okay. And that will be taking place on Saturday, October 12th from 9 to noon.
Awesome. And also, Lizzie, can you tell our viewers what is the Green Tacoma Partnership?
Yeah, so the Green Tacoma Partnership started in 2005, and it's this group of businesses, organizations, and community members who have this one goal of stewarding and caring for green spaces in the city, getting people outside and involved. So the partnership's grown over the years, and we're really excited that all of the participating organizations in Green Tacoma Day are part of the partnership today.
Awesome. Next question for you, Lowell. What is Tree City USA and why is this year so special for Tacoma?
Yeah, Tree City USA is a kind of national certification program for cities that want to invest and do action around urban forestry. Mm-hmm. And this year's special because Tacoma's been celebrating Tree City USA certification for 30 years this year. And it's also the 20th year that Tacoma Public Utilities is a tree-lined city. Okay. We're referring to their care of trees around power lines. Okay. And so, just an exciting moment and kind of a historic year.
Wow, 30 years, what a milestone. What a milestone. And also another question for you, Lowell. What type of events are happening for this year's Green Tacoma Day?
Yeah, so Green Tacoma Day is all about getting our hands dirty, getting close to the earth and close to nature and caring for the natural spaces around the city. So we have activities like tree planting and mulching and planting native plants. We also have some tree giveaways where people can take trees home to plant at their own properties. Okay. And then there's also some family-friendly events, and the University of Washington Tacoma has a special walk at an exhibit dedicated to the forests of the Northwest.
Okay, and then who can participate and what should they bring with them?
Green Tacoma Day is open to everyone,
okay.
And all they need to bring is weather-appropriate clothing. Sometimes it rains in October, and they should be ready to get their hands dirty, but there will be things like tools and gloves provided. Make sure you bring a hat and a kind of like a raincoat, maybe a bottle of water for yourself too, but there will be snacks and things provided for volunteers.
Right, ways to get your hands dirty, but also help in beautifying our city, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, and so Lizzie, final question for you. Where can our viewers find more information on how to participate and sign up?
Yeah, so all the information, including our partners and the different sites and what you can expect at each one, will be at greentacomaday.org, and that's also where you go to sign up and to volunteer.
Perfect. Well, we definitely appreciate what both of you are doing, your teams, your organizations, to help keep the city of Tacoma beautiful with all the trees. And we hope that this has been informative for our viewers so they can participate, sign up and participate. And we hope to have you back on the show.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. Thank you both for being here. All right. Coming up, it's a historical harvest at Fort Nisqually. Don't go away. Welcome back to Tacoma Report. 2024 marks the 90th anniversary of the opening of the Fort Nisqually Living History Museum in Point Defiance Park. Reporter Dan Strothman visited the museum to experience the Harvest Home event.
Harvest Home is our annual event sort of celebrating the coming of fall and the final harvest of the season. We've got a lot of fun activities. We have apple pressing that we'll use to make cider as a gift for our volunteers. We have making corn husk dolls, straw plating, and then we have all of our wonderful volunteers who are interpreting the past and history that people can engage with. Our new exhibit, Saving Fort Nisqually, in our great room, we have a new exhibit that talks all about how the fort was moved from its original location up to Point Defiance, and just all the effort and work that went into preserving and relocating the fort.
What the site actually looked like was the factor's house was still like it was, and the granary was sitting over there. You can see people are showing up and taking pictures of it once the DuPont company did their thing and started taking care of the buildings because they realized that these had some historical importance.
My favorite activity is the apple pressing because it's really hard but really fun to crank the crank and watch all the apples get all cut up, and then you have to press all of the juice out. It's really satisfying. Yeah. On October 4th and 5th, we have our candlelight tour event coming up. It's where the whole fort is lit up only by candlelight, and guests walk through each of the different buildings of the fort and get to observe reenactments where our volunteers, we have over 100 volunteers come out, and they'll reenact different scenes and scenarios from 1855. Yeah, you can sign up on our website to be a volunteer, and then we have volunteer orientations 3 times a year. And we welcome people to come in, learn about what we do, and then we get you set up in period appropriate clothing, and you can come out and help out at events or just ongoing volunteering throughout the year.
This fall and winter, Fort Nisqually Living History Museum will host special events including a candlelight tour, a cider making workshop, and Christmas regale. To learn more about these events, museum hours, and to share your Fort Nisqually memories, visit the website. October is Tacoma Arts Month, and this celebration is full of arts and cultural events, programs and exhibits for all ages. The festivities begin with the Kaleidoscope opening party at the Star Center on October 2nd from 6:30 to 9 p.m. This free, family-friendly event features visual art displays, performances, interactive activities with Tacoma Creates funded organizations, and refreshments. The night will also honor the 2024 AMACAT Arts Award winners. Then, on October 12th and 13th, residents can explore the Tacoma Studio Tour, where over 100 local artists open their spaces for a self-guided tour from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Participants can engage with arts, witness live demonstrations, and make their own art. The Cushman-Adams Street Fair brought hundreds out to enjoy the last few weeks of summer. It was also the second event in the public process to connect with neighbors and dream about the possibilities of its future.
Some came for the music. Some came for the food.
You can. It's if you pick on the menu.
But they all came to the Cushman-Adams Street Fair for an update on the future of the substation project.
Do you want to see, let's say, Cushman Building? Do you want that to be all public use? Do you want that to be nonprofit, a split of public and private? Stuff like that. So that's what we've got going on here.
Built in the mid-1920s, the Cushman-Adams substations served as active parts of the city's electric system. But since being placed on the historic registry, a city council resolution directed City of Tacoma and Tacoma Public Utilities to work collaboratively and engage the community on the future redevelopment of these historic properties. Tacoma Public Utilities is still actively using and maintaining the buildings with plans to vacate and surplus them by 2027, paving the way for future redevelopment.
We had a vision here in the city of the importance of public assets, public ownership, and public benefits being delivered to the community. And so that is a critical component of who we are as a city. As we move forward into the present, I look at this community we have gathered here today, right? And one thing I've always loved about our city is we come together and we solve tough problems. We come together and we work hard and we roll up our sleeves. And I think this example right here today of the Cushman Street Fair and all the hard work that's been going into this neighborhood and the visioning around this future reuse of this building is a really good sign of the commitment the community has.
So far, over 500 responses have been received to different categories.
We have different categories of uses that could occur in either the buildings, Cushman or Adams, or on the sites. And we'd like to get your input about what you think might be some of the best uses.
Your voice matters, and this is why it's so important that you're here today. Please give a feedback to the city's process on what you see as important for this facility. It is a community asset, and your voice will drive the future and the next page.
The visioning process continues with 2 workshops in October. October 21st in the Milgard Room at UW Tacoma campus, and on October 26th at the Wheelock Library on North 26th Street. Be sure to visit the website to get on the mailing list for project updates, workshops, and events to help keep you informed about the Cushman-Adams visioning process. Reporting for Tacoma Report, I'm Mike Ziak.
Our next story is on Honk Fest. It is a noise-making event that took place in mid-September. Mark McKittrick has more on this story.
There was a rainbow full of sound from bands beyond description who high-stepped into the McKinley Hill neighborhood Saturday for the 2nd annual Tacoma Honk Festival. 21 bands at 4 temporary stages along the McKinley Hill Business District performed a free festival for the community. Event-goers were encouraged to participate, dance, and meet their neighbors. Community organizations, nonprofits, city departments, and elected officials were on site to take part in the event to meet and mingle with the community revelers, who didn't even let a little rain on their parade dampen the mood. The funky, family-friendly event included brass bands, a steel drum and mariachi group, and marching bands of all ages. Tacoma Honk Festival is comprised completely of volunteers and was supported in part by Tacoma Venues and Events and the City of Tacoma Arts Commission. For more clips of performances and information about Tacoma Honk Fest, you can find them at tacomahonk.org. For Tacoma Report, I'm Mark McKittrick.
That wraps up this edition of Tacoma Report. A great way to find out about the services the City of Tacoma has to offer is by going to cityoftacoma.org. We leave you now at the Tacoma Moon Festival held last week at Chinese Reconciliation Park. The Chinese cultural events bookend the event with focus this year on Tacoma's Mexican and Latinx communities. I'm Laura Proctor. Thanks for watching.